Hey folks, all right, I've repaired the auger, so now I'm just going to loosen up the soil that's going to go beneath the planter boxes for the Muscadine grapes. Here's crossing my fingers. There we go. All right, I might have flooded it. I'll get on with building the boxes instead. I'll let that chill for a little while. So I'm kind of getting set up here. Gonna make it out of this really thick stuff. I don't have any screws that are that long, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and notch out the ends. So let me go get a square. I'm gonna need one of those.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
Well, it's definitely summertime. It's definitely hot out here, so. Okay. So what I've done here is kludged together a little bit of a clamp get up here so I can hold these boards on end, so I can notch them out like I did the other side there. All right. Whew, I'm shaking, it's hot. I had to move to the shade. All right, one box is crudely assembled. I got ample screws in it, and it was clamped tightly in both directions before I drilled and screwed it. So it's just, you know, rustic is the way. Box number 2 is complete, and it's delightfully rustic. All these boards were so cupped, you know, bowed and cupped and everything, that the only thing I could make straight were my cuts. You can see that I've got a straight cut here and a bowed piece of wood here, so that gives me a nice flat surface to screw to, even though it comes out kind of cattywampus in the end. It doesn't really matter. All the joints are tight. It's oak. It's going to last for years. Got the auger to start on the first pull. I just flooded it, but as I've told you folks in the past, in previous videos, that this used to be a junkyard, and that's why I like to plant and raise beds and whatnot. And so I just ran the auger in here, just in this topsoil here, and I don't know what this is. Chunk of brake line or something. And so this side, there's some plastic. I don't know. There's all kinds of, here's a piece of rusted metal. But anyway, so, and then this end over here was all rock, clay and rock. So, but I got it all loosened up. Now I'm gonna put the box on there and mix it all up with some good soil and get those grapes planted, and then run my electric fence. This is a compost pile I got several years ago. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty here. And this is a little shaker table I made for a crime scene thing we were processing. And so anyway, there you have it. I'm gonna shake all this in and get some nice clean soil out of it. I'm also gonna add a little bit of Starbucks coffee to it. A little shovel load there that I'll mix in with everything else. And the reason that I raise rabbits, or rabbit poop, I'm gonna throw some of that in there too. I'm also gonna put in a handful of pure Epsom salts. And I'm gonna put in the rest of the bag of soil conditioner. It's kind of like a mulchy substance. I got one of them planted over there, that first one. But I'm gonna give it a trim, and I'm gonna use some scissors, but need to sterilize them. All right, they're in. I've watered them down real good. They should have pretty good drainage here in that little box. I'm hoping that helps. And I've gotten it down to a single runner, and I'm going up to the top to split it once it gets up and growing a little bit. This one over here is in as well. That one is called a jumbo, and they're kind of a black one. This one here is a light green one. It's called a Carlos Muscadine, and it's a little wimpier. It had about 4 shoots. You can see somebody had already topped it. That main runner should have gone all the way up to the top. I guess, you know, a little experience in selecting plants would have been helpful, I guess. But anyway, there it is. It's in. We'll see how long it takes to get up to the top. One of my next challenges will have to be electric fence and the watering system. I got to get water out here to these things. So go root around, see what I have for PVC, and see what I have for low flow stuff. Seems like a pain in the butt always. All right, next phase of a project, here we go. My best option for water is right here. It's on a timer. It's already got a pressure valve on it. It's reduced pressure. It's watering this entire fence. I've even got it up on top, little drippers for last year. She had plants hanging up here. But this is mostly herbs now, which is nice. And she's got a couple flowers mixed in. And just for the heck of it, I had her stick the grape stuff that I just cut off. Had her stick it in some pots. Never know, might grow. I don't know much about regrowing stuff. But okay, well, we're making the pile of stuff to plant smaller by 2. There's still 5 blueberries to plant, but my real thing right now is how to get water out here. Either that or you got to water it by hand. Sure wish I had a trencher. And this is hard packed. This is gravel and crush and run, which is like powdery gravel that once you get it wet, it almost like concrete. I need a trencher. That's what I need. Okay, the plants are planted. The solar panel's mounted. I haven't turned it on yet. I've got 2 ground wires. One going from the ground side of the solar powered electric fence down the pole to the grounding rod, which is only 3 feet long. But I have my center wire is actually grounded. So I have a hot ground here, and I've connected all of them together. And this stuff's pretty cool. It's like a twine, but it's got 6 strands of stainless steel wire in it, so you can tie knots and pull on it. And so yeah, so I'm hoping, I don't think a rabbit, now a chipmunk might be able to get underneath this wire here at the box. I don't know that they're going to be all that interested in climbing up there for grapes that'll be up on top. Anyway, all right, I feel protected now. I'm going to turn it on. I think it's supposed to blink if everything's hooked up properly. I'm not seeing anything. It's been out in the sun for 4 days. Not seeing anything. That's okay. And the book really sucks. Doesn't really tell you much. Man, the light isn't on. So does the light on mean it's working, or I sure don't want to touch it. Oh God, am I gonna have to touch this thing? Not that. Oh yeah. Okay, it's working. Whew. Okay, I think that concludes this video. I'm giving it one last little watering, deep watering. They need a lot of drainage, but since I just planted them and they're probably in shock a little bit, so that concludes this video of the Muscadine grape growing, planting, planter box building, electric fence, broken tools, broken parts. Yeah, so it's been an adventure, and it's been a lot of fun, and as usual, it's kind of fun videotaping all this stuff for the people that are interested, and apparently I've got some people interested. I'm almost at 500,000 views, and I busted 4,800 subscribers yesterday, so pretty interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share it, like it, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.